Nations may differ in size, resources and industries, but they all rely on one common measure to understand their economic health. That measure, the heartbeat of every economy, is GDP, Gross Domestic Product. At its core, GDP is the value of all goods and services a country produces in a given time, usually a quarter or a year. It doesn't just measure size, it reflects the performance and momentum of the economy. The task of measuring this pulse lies with the National Statistics Office under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It compiles and publishes India's GDP estimates every quarter and every year, following the United Nations System of National Accounts SNA 2008. A newer version, SNA 2025, has also been introduced for future adoption. India's GDP is measured in two ways: by sectoral output method and by expenditure method. On the output side, it captures gross value added GVA across key industries: agriculture, forestry and fishing, mining and quarrying, manufacturing, electricity, gas, water supply and utilities, construction, trade, hotels and restaurants, transport, storage, communication and broadcasting, real estate and other professional services, financial services, public administration and other services. On the expenditure side, GDP also reflects private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross capital formation and net exports. But what goes into these calculations? More than 300 data sources and over 1,000 variables. From union and state budget documents to the annual reports of public sector companies to the MCA 21 database covering more than 18 lakh private companies. Prices and production data of most of the agricultural crops, mineral data from the Indian Bureau of Mines, export-import figures from the Ministry of Commerce, electricity generation from the Central Electricity Authority, fertilizer production, surveys like the Annual Survey of Industries, and indices like the WPI and CPI, etc. The release of GDP numbers is as per Advance Release Calendar. Quarterly estimates come with a lag of 2 months. For the financial year, the first advance estimates are released in January, the second advance estimates in February, provisional estimates by May, followed by the first revised estimates 11 months later, and finally the second revised or final estimates nearly 2 years after. These figures aren't just numbers. They shape government policies, guide investments, and allow the world to compare India's performance with other economies. GDP in many ways is the mirror that reflects India's economic journey. GDP, feeling the beat of every nation.